and et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah. I'm also going to be streaming from my perspective.
Okay.
Oh, actually, I should do that too.
Well, look at you guys with your multi-streams.
Just actually, let me see what I got here.
When
Got a hat.
are we already live?
Yes, we're live.
I'm live.
Okay, cool. All right.
We're doing it live. We're doing it live.
Oh shoot! Let me mute that.
What's that?
That was the Netflix commercial that loaded when I went into the Twitch chat. Sorry. I thought I was supposed to take care of that. Anyway, let me close that window, and let me I might have to switch my sound settings. Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, let me just adjust that, and that, and that, and this and that, and the other thing.
This and that, the other thing.
I have had a lot of caffeine.
Oh yeah, the servers are playing much nicer today.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it was basically just that first day and a half.
It's like a brand new game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. How do I set up like one of the... Ray knows how to do this. There's a way to set it up so that I can watch all the streams at the same time.
So that would be a squad stream. You can only do that if you're partnered, I believe.
Oh, no. There's like some kind of like jank third-party website that where you can just be like...
multi-stream?
Yeah, or something. Yeah.
I think multi-stream is what you're looking for.
Ray knows, yeah. Yeah, it's probably that. But... whatever. I'll just watch Rick's. Because I'm lazy. Oh my god, this is the biggest thing I've ever downloaded from Steam. Like, for real.
Really? This is?
Yeah.
Have you not downloaded a game in like the last 10 years?
Well, honestly, not that many. And the ones I do tend to... Okay, basically, I'm sort of like the retro aesthetic guy because, so most of the stuff I download is the graphics are like lamentably simple.
Right.
So it's like they don't usually take up, what is it, 29 gigs? 29 gigs. That's like a Blu-ray movie.
Blu-ray.
That's like a Blu-ray extended edition movie. It's like Lord of the Rings Blu-ray. But anyway. Oh, you're not screen sharing, are you, Rick? I have to go to the channel.
I can screen share.
If you want, if it's
I'm not really doing anything at the moment. I'm still trying to. Oh, look at everything.
GC, did you just make another character?
Yes.
All right, the game audio's not feeding back through me, is it? It shouldn't be.
I don't hear it.
I don't hear it.
Okay, just make
Oh
sure.
yeah, that's right. I don't have to tell him the name either.
Sometimes my drivers are a little bit fiddly. What is this complicated flowchart thing? Is this for
this is the skill tree.
Oh my god.
This is the skill tree. It is 800 nodes.
Oh my god.
Every single character is on the same skill tree. They just start at different positions.
Why are there nodes? This isn't rendering. I mean, I'm just looking at this like, there's a little plus, and then there's a little doohickey over there, and then there's 8 little things over here, and then there's 6 more.
I mean, he can zoom out and show you the full thing.
Yeah. Are they like, I mean, are you picking their favorite colors and ice cream and stuff?
Oh, where is it?
Oh my god. What in the ass balls is this? This is... How do you I can't, you need like higher math to describe this.
You'll also be happy to know that in the last league, they added new items that allow you to procedurally generate new parts of the skill tree.
Mm-hmm. This looks like a bus map.
Greater Chicago Transport Network.
Wow. I would say impressed, but I'm actually intimidated.
Jonas is overwhelmed already. I think we're making progress.
I mean, I'm used to. I mean, I've seen skill trees like that before, but not like that. Like, I'm used to like a D&D level of variables. You know, this is kind of. Oh, here we go. Got some plot. Oh my god.
The Eternal Empire.
Yeah, I played Diablo 2. I know how this goes. Just
Okay.
Yep.
Oh wow. This makes me feel so grandpa.
All right. See if I join you.
Oh.
There we go.
Yeah, I'm glad I opted to watch first. Because if I was playing right now, I'd be like, "What's this, guys? Help me! What's this? What's this over here? What's this?"
Oh, those are pretty good. So you can vote on one of the three things, and whichever one gets the most votes is the one we'll have to, go up against. You can either pick one of the three ones on the right to keep going, or you can just take reward and back out. This is a red pill, blue pill sort of thing, where you can keep trying, or you can just leave early.
Right.
If you die, you lose everything. Or you don't get any rewards for any of the rounds you had completed.
Right. Wow.
So let's see. Rick's going to be the witch. Miller's going to ranger.
I'm still thinking about that skill tree. Oh my god.
Enjoy the fruits of your luck and your skill.
You know what? Yeah, I'm going to switch back to the duelist. 1 second here.
And he's gone.
Yeah.
I am completely intimidated.
Okay. I'm playing Keepsies now. I'm playing a duelist.
Path of Exile takes place in the Dark Fantasy, where the government of the island nation of Oriath exiles people to the continent of Rayclast. Continent home President Marauder, Duelist, Ranger, Shadow, Witch, Templar, and Scion. Test finding with the back of my Oriath, blah 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 blah.
Yeah, it's like dark fantasy with a little bit of cosmic horror in there.
Okay. All very effective. Dodges, blah, blah. So a little bit like Gauntlet.
Maybe?
You ever play Gauntlet? Back in the day?
Warrior needs food.
Yeah, that's the one. Oh my god.
Red Archer is it. Blue Warrior is it.
Oh, good times.
Or people just play that game just to play tag.
Alright, so we got the map, you got your quest, got your level up jiggies. There's Miller and Cat Crudges?
That's me.
Yeah,
Okay.
which one do you think the cat is?
I have no idea. Got your shop. I guess that's what, like inventory and like quick use slots. There you got
Where you need to go to right now, you need to go to the mud flats and the flooded pool. That's up here.
I guess those are like potions, seller.
Did you say Potionzilla?
What I said, potion seller. You've seen that, right? The YouTube with the potion
I
seller.
require strongest potions.
Yeah.
You can't handle my strongest potions. You don't have a high enough level. Even potions have a level requirement in this game.
What are the two spherical gauges?
I mean, the blue one is mana and the red one is health.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
And the little wispy thing over his health pool is his energy shield. It is another sort of like defensive pool that goes over your health. And it is typically how like Magic aligned characters build their defenses. Right, because they don't get a bunch of armor and health and stuff.
Right. Okay.
So instead they get energy shield.
Oh man. Search the mud flats for the entrance to the fetid pool. It's fetid. That's such a great word. Don't eat the fetid cheese.
My spirit is spent. Ooh.
Yeah, make sure you're using your mana potions.
Hello.
Hey Ray,
Hey.
are you joining into this madness as well?
Oh, I suppose.
Alright, I found the fetid pool.
Okay.
I'm completely intimidated by this game, so I'm just watching it first to get my bearings.
Headed, okay, I'm in. Online, rather.
Yep. Fight the party. You'll have to navigate your way to us.
We have to feed a pool.
Alright, now we gotta kill every single monster in this level.
And
Oh,
look at that.
I feel like I need a really big monitor to play this.
Can help.
Oh, okay.
I had my eye on one that was like 32 inches, but it's a little crazy.
What direction was the fetid pool entrance from the waypoint?
So if you go to the waypoint
Oh wait,
that's
do
in
any of you
coast,
have just a teleport scroll?
yeah, here. I dropped one.
I was like, wait a minute.
Walk-
There's
walk-
a solution to this. I just know it.
There we go.
There.
Oh, here we go.
Raise the Templar. Look at that.
Oh, Templar
It isn't
Raider.
jerk face.
Oh hey, everyone's playing different characters. Sweet. We got a witch, a Templar, a duelist, and a ranger.
Yeah, it's better to see a party of witches. Oh, that's awesome. Cool.
Yeah, we had 3 witches the other day.
Ooh. I believe in traveling night.
So you just gated somewhere?
Yep, he used my TP, my portal.
Right. Okay.
I want that, damn it. Just drop it.
What does that say? Oh, it says shop.
Okay.
Wow.
Ooh.
I like the muddy, goopy textures of everything. Makes me happy.
Heady Fenmore is now level 7.
Oh, I probably shouldn't have Rick's actual stream. It's making sounds weird.
I tried to get Path of Jonas, but that was taken, so I settled for Jonas of Exile.
Jonas is exile.
Yeah. And if that had been taken,
Been around.
0 monsters remain. Alright, we're done.
Okay.
You can do /remaining, and it'll show you how many monsters remain in the current instance.
Okay.
So does that mean Joe's going to play this game with a soccer ball Stoker's head?
what?
Yeah, you heard me.
Did you say a soccer ball of Stoker's head?
Yeah, just like that movie with Tom Hanks.
Wilson! Oh.
Wilson!
Oh. That was like a Pixar moment. You would never think a volleyball would make you cry ever.
Yes. Ooh. And technically we're all exiled on land, but just with a whole bunch of horrible monsters, so...
Ray, what skill are you using?
Purifying.
A necromancer. Just
Okay.
the one, was it? Guess
No,
the bastard
I need that wand.
decided to make himself some friends.
Hey, it's a
Who picked
cat!
up that wand? Gimme.
The driftwood wand?
Yeah,
That's
it's a rare. No, sorry, not wand, bow.
And on the Emperor's run.
Get rid of this junk. We don't need this junk.
Had
Yes.
I still got a rusted sword. I gotta get a better sword. That works. Rusted pike.
All right. Do we want to do this? I don't really want to.
To do what?
What?
We're looking at a ultimatum, but the first reward isn't something I can use, so I'd rather just move on.
Okay, so upon doing this, they're immediately giving us a waypoint, and that counts as completing a quest. So I'm gonna go back to town real quick.
Yep, and it's a good time to do it because you're getting a new waypoint.
Yeah. I'm also. I remember that I gotta sell
I
some.
have my good skill yet.
Alright.
There it is.
Let's
It's
see.
my boy.
What do I got? Vigilant strike. War banner. I like that one.
And that, sure, why not?
And I got my dash.
Always bad with using my guard skills on time. So.
Alright, let me.
Okay.
That's
Okay, let's see here.
Tweak over some uniques for my other character.
oh, someone's tweaking. Okay. All right.
It's still like level requirement stuff, so basically I have just like some level 0 unique items that any character can use. They're not that strong.
Thought we were just all doing it together. Fresh new people.
That's people.
I love when the shop has like multiple tricolor tri-link things in there for like one scroll of wisdom. It's like, yes, I want to turn my scrolls of wisdom into chromatic orbs.
Mm-hmm. That's a very good way to make chromatic orbs.
What button do you press to see all the treasure?
Z. Z toggles it.
Oh, sorry, Z.
Z toggles it, and Alt turns off your filter for a second, so you can see literally everything.
Okay, let's see. I want to search for my swords. Where is my sword path? There's
I'm
my
looking
sword
up keyword shortcuts. Primary, secondary, tertiary movement. New extra slots. Query for skills.
That, okay. And then I can.
I'm definitely gonna have to practice with this. This is like.
All right, that and that.
I will eventually join you guys with this, but probably not tonight.
Right.
There's a lot to learn.
Yeah.
Did anybody look at the video I linked in the chat yesterday?
I have not.
Hold on, let me take a look.
There's a first 2 episodes of an 8-episode series, kind of explains everything you need to know to get started, but they're both like 50-minute episodes.
Oh, there we go.
50 or 15?
Close to an hour.
Holy. All right. Let me add the playlist to my list of stuff to watch, which is 1 million videos long now.
But it's like the first 2 episodes are like getting started stuff, and then the other 6 episodes are, hey, here's how to do late game stuff efficiently.
God, it's like a university class. What the hell? Do I get a certification out of this? I mean,
It is called PoE University. So yeah.
oh my God. Am I gonna be able to apply to jobs when this is done?
There's also the one clip I mentioned where he was describing the different items you have, and he's like, you have armor, boots, gloves, helmets, rings, belts, weapon, amulet. You do not wear pants in this game, so if that's the kind of game you're here for, you're in the right place.
Which is especially annoying for the Templar, because so much of his stuff is just him in his little loincloth.
I'm gonna have to specifically mention to Stoker that you don't wear pants in this game because, like,
It'll be instant buy.
yeah, I'll be all over it.
There are some types of armor that do have pants with them. if I remember right.
Yeah, it's not that your character goes pantsless, it's that you don't equip pants. Unfortunately, you can't go.
There's no pants slot.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Oh wait, you guys have mud flats.
yeah. I can't tell what quest Rick is still on. I guess he's supposed to get the Roa eggs.
Yeah, I have breaking some eggs and the way forward, which is enter the submerged passage in the flats.
Yep.
Okay.
So if you want to go ahead and move forward, we can go to the right here.
Okay.
And can you get into the submerged passage, or here you go, click on the glyph wall here. Alright, now you should be able to get in.
Let's see, swords. I'm looking for some swords.
Yeah, I will definitely check out Kiwa University.
Okay. Back I go. Oh, now you're at the Sunburst Passage. Okay. Dee.
Oh, right.
Okay, here we go.
I'm also summoning things. but not
Oh,
the same
those
way.
guys. Oh, those guys behind Rick are like his. Oh no, I see. Okay, right,
Yeah, Rick is a summoner build, so he's got some zombies.
right. Revenant Squad. I was like, why are they following him but not attacking him? The real question is, can you make him do the Thriller dance?
If only.
I don't think so.
Fine, I'll still play it.
I need more mana.
Game is not that silly, unfortunately.
I see.
How many-
What I
how many-
believe is the Flooded Depths.
How many people can play join a party at once?
6, if I remember right.
6. Okay. Oh, excuse me 1 second. I'll be right back.
Yeah, Flooded Depths are here.
Okay. Go do a side thing there, kill a side boss for some extra
Skill point.
skill points.
Frederick wants to know if he can join us.
Yeah. Problem is he's level 31 and we're all like 7-6.
Yeah.
7, 6, 7, and 10.
I think they added. Did they add level syncing stuff?
So, yes. But your like gear doesn't get brought down, so your gear is still insanely powerful.
You have insanely powerful gear at level 30.
Oh, not insanely, but you know, about 3 times as powerful as level 10.
True.
Alright, well, Rick just wants to go on ahead.
I'm just wandering around this cave. I don't know where I'm going.
You go into the next area, it looks like. Oh, wait, no, this is a dead end.
Ah, there we go.
Yep, it's all dead end.
Ah. That's weird.
Like, oh yes, the mini map that I basically followed religiously when I played Diablo 2.
Yep, so there's a thing you can do that can make it a lot more readable. If you go to your UI settings and you go where you see landscape transparency and map transparency,
Oh my god.
Where's the UI settings?
it's under options. Press O for options, UI. Turn your landscape transparency down to 0. And then you could save that. And now when you look at the map, it's just a simple outline of where you can and cannot walk.
Oh.
So much more readable than like the weird kind of wall graphics that they draw on top of it.
Okay.
We're down here. Okay.
You won once.
I'm being punished.
Of yourself.
Yeah.
Night's madness strains away all hope.
Alright, stay out of the icky looking ground.
Fire seeks what it will.
Oh shoot.
Oh, did you see?
Yeah. That was close, but I'm alive.
Approaches.
Don't stay in the circles. Keep your health pots up.
Put my war better on. That should help. Jeez,
Ooh.
I didn't even realize I didn't have it on this whole time.
Gives little
Oh god.
Yeah, it starts to get scary at this point.
Yeah.
These things definitely do challenge you.
That's a big boy.
Where is
Very
he?
big boy.
See if I can focus him down. Put a curse.
Maybe. Okay, one more. I'm done after this one.
strikes twice.
I think this might be the last one. I think we might just complete it after this.
It's looking doable. Get the big guy. Yeah.
Yay!
Jesus.
Look at all that loot.
And this is where the fruits for
Mushrooms.
the come through.
Oh, a thingy.
Yep.
Are the
S. Sorry,
are the
Jonas.
sorry. Are the levels procedurally generated or are they fixed?
Yes, to both.
Okay.
They are influenced in that the like paths through them are sort of set up in a certain way where like at one corner is the exit and one at a certain other corner is the entrance, and that will always be the same for a particular map. But all the stuff in between is generated.
Okay.
And then there are the late game maps. Those are completely generated.
Okay. Got it. Interesting.
Ah, finally, a two-handed sword.
I'm just trying to figure out like how like compartmentalized each game is versus like, you know, ongoing through lines, quests to Flegelheim with or whatever.
Well, we are in Act 1 right now, and there are 10 acts.
Huh.
Each of those, for me, takes about an hour to play through. In a, you know, hundreds of
Nice.
hours I've played this game, and I know what I'm doing.
I picked up,
When did this game come out?
2013?
While ago. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh.
It's
okay.
gone through some major revisions.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I'll figure this out later.
Ah.
I need my coffee.
Whee!
Okay.
I feel like a real duelist now. No one should take down Gaston.
No, when they added the little lobster guys, like swiping at you in here.
Yeah,
Ah,
I think that was when they did the rework, and they added acts 5 through 10, because it used to be just the first 4 acts and that was it. And then in one update they added 6 additional acts. And that's when they sort of went back and also redid a lot of the story mission stuff to make it more interesting.
Okay. Ooh, sash. Okay.
Too much.
Oh, does someone have an essence? Like an essence of hatred or something that gives health?
I have
Whisper-
a essence of greed.
What does that one do?
Life leech. Primarily. So it's like life leech, maximum life, regeneration.
Yes, that's the one I need. Thank you. I have an item that has these slots I want, but it's white. So I'm just going to quickly upgrade it to a rare.
So back to thing.
Yeah, we can go back. Let me pop a thing.
I must have time to get in my wheel.
Sark, I see you holding on to a bunch of wands.
I just picked up a bunch while I was going through. And then I got Eagle Gnarl. But
Which is pretty good. +1 level of all cold skill gems is not bad.
yes, but
Nice.
I don't have any cold cold attacks right now.
Well, you'll get some more as we do quests.
And
It does have
if
increased
you talk-
fire damage though, and fire damage over time multiplier, and I do have a fire attack.
If you talk to Nessa and buy from her, her second tab is the skill gems that have essentially been unlocked by the quests that you've done so far.
Okay, so what can I get? Frost Bomb.
Yeah, so
Harvest
if you
Storms.
like, they give you 4 things to choose from, you pick one, you can go back and buy the other 3.
What's a frenzy?
Raging Spirit.
Raging Spirit could be good for you.
Summon what's basically a lost soul from Doom.
Exactly.
Extra skill point.
Contagion. Detonate Dead. I always love that kind of spell. Flame Wall.
Vow Pact. Total recovery from life leech is doubled. Maximum total life recovery is doubled. No life regeneration, though. Ooh. That sounds awesome, actually.
Yep, so what you're looking at, GC, I believe, is one of the keystone passive. It's like one of the
Do I
bigger
have any green
nodes in the
slots?
tree.
I do not actually have any green slots. So I have 1 blue slot.
Yeah, basically leech is where you get life from fighting, right?
Yeah, it's
Raging
whenever you
Spirit.
deal attack damage.
Yeah, I
You
don't
have
know.
to have something that gives you leech, because I believe
And
that only
frost.
doubles it, but
Yes,
if you're only at 0, then.
no good, yeah.
Granddaddy crap. A pity you
Rick,
Teleport
one
to
more
a-
thing I would suggest
could have
in
made
your
progress happen.
UI settings is
Mm-hmm.
you can turn on always show sockets,
Fear the dark. And I've got one more thing to
so you don't need to mouse over something to look at what sockets are on it. You always see what colors and links you have.
Okay. Option. Always show sockets. So what is energy shield?
Energy shield is that wispy stuff that's over your health orb.
Yeah, I see that. What's it do?
So think of like the shield from Halo. You take damage to it first before your health, and then when
Okay.
you don't take damage for a while, it recharges.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure there's going to be people that can penetrate that, though, but yeah.
Yes. So one of the things is that all damage goes to your energy shield first, except for chaos damage, which is like the poison or hexy stuff in this game is usually chaos damage. That goes straight to your health.
Okay.
So just try not to be too squishy.
Mm-hmm.
Look. Okay. War banner. Oh. I took those off.
I believe it's as you get more intelligence. Yeah, for every 5 intelligence, you get 1% extra energy shield.
Yes, give me
And
that.
that can stack multiplicatively.
Still alive.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I'll take that
Okay.
for now.
So I dropped
And-
my portal in the submerged passage where we need to go.
Hmm. Hey Rick, you can control click on stuff to
Yeah,
swap
I
it
did
to the
that.
other window. Yeah.
Okay, I have the way forward. Travel to Prisoner's Gate.
Yep. All right, now you guys are caught up with me. That's the quest I've been on this whole time. Is way forward.
The dexterity 60. Yeah, that's better.
Toolus the Great says, no pants dance. I don't think we can do that, sadly. Okay, oh, everybody's back at the passage. Look away from the screen for 1 second, you guys are gone. Ah.
Yeah,
Okay.
man.
Still looking at it.
Always forward, move fast. That's the PoE lifestyle.
Yeah.
Fast, more fast, faster, bigger number, faster, more number, bigger number, faster, more number.
Travel the Prisoner's Gate. Okay.
It's also the Diablo Crusade basic thing, too.
Where is the portal?
It's the blue one down there at the bottom of the stairs.
That's a very portally looking portal.
That's the one that
head
looks more
north.
like the Diablo.
Yeah, that's the default portal. I have some microtransactions, so mine look a little more
Northeast.
icky.
You're going northwest.
I don't know which direction everybody is.
I'm coming your way. You're running away from me.
Oh,
Back
I
toward my
found the
portal.
exit.
I just getting my
Great.
maps together.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's gonna
I can
go
see where
away
you
with-
are. I can see where you are.
It's gonna go away like the next time you come to this area. It'll be different.
Yep. The instances when you're in a map only last about 8 minutes, and then they get deloaded from the server.
Who's Artemis?
That's Frederick.
That's Frederick.
Oh, there's Frederick. Okay, nice.
Oh, okay.
I was like,
He's way
You
over,
got Artemis and Penny.
but I did tell him to slow down. Don't butcher everything.
Gotta make my
Yeah.
next character Chuck.
Oh.
Alright, let's go.
Oh, the ledge. I love the ledge.
The ledge.
It
Don't
Feels
fall.
like home.
It's just a,
Bright
just
colors.
a hallway.
Much easier
It's
to
just
see.
a hallway with lots of enemies to kill. loot.
Give me that.
Yep.
Mirror's pulling out.
And you get Navali here. You get Kaduku and Kadaka. So many good memories.
I don't know what that is.
So we'll probably see Kadaka here in a bit. Navali is the NPC that deals with prophecies for you.
Oh no, she's at the Rise, isn't she? Or whatever it's.
This area or the next one, whatever the next one's called.
Because I think she's in the next one, like in a cage by one of those like satyr people.
You said this game came out in 2013?
Something like that.
What inspired y'all to pick it up recently? I mean, I'm not criticizing. I'm just criticizing.
There's a
New League came out on Friday.
Yeah.
What? Sorry, say again. There's a
New League came out on Friday, so this game has seasonal updates that add new stuff. This league is this thing right here with the Trial Master. It's called the Ultimatum League.
Got it.
So this is the new stuff.
Okay.
Madness strains away all hope.
Starting to see a pattern here to which of these we choose to avoid consistently.
Yeah, so usually the ones that are good to vote for are the ones that are just static, like defenses. The ones that give the enemies huge buffs or like make you take percentage more damage suck.
All right.
I think this, like, sure, let's go with, okay. Oh yeah, the skulls.
Yeah, it's better to have multiple low-level traps than a couple of high-level ones.
Weren't they, like survive last time? And now it's kill things.
Yep, there's like 4 or 5 different actual ultimatums. There's ones where you have to stand in a circle for a certain amount of time. There's like 3 different circles. There's one where you have to actually defend the middle pylon from being attacked.
Ooh, I want that. Let's... Recovery rate, right? It's not reducing your actual amount, it's just the rate.
For what now? I'm sorry.
I was looking at the third one.
Oh, ouch.
Oh, GC's dead. GC got brapped.
They just one shot at me.
Ow.
Victor remains the victor.
Oh, Artemis got... No! Frederick got killed too!
And this is why I liked playing the Necromancer when I originally did Diablo, because I completely stay out of the way of most of the danger.
Yep.
That's why I'm going a totem build here. Just set my little towers up and let them light everything on fire for me.
Yeah. I know he played Necromancer too, but I want to try to Duelist. He looks awesome.
Hey, this is a much better scepter than what I'm using. Ooh, the trial. Oh, that's that's the NPC. I'm like, what item is that?
What's a Trial Master? Oh, wait.
Shouldn't it be in that, like, orangish brown font?
Alright, I think you guys can get back to us by just taking the waypoint. It's not too far behind.
We're here.
Alright, yep, everyone's here. Let's go.
Yeah, they're all here.
Yeah, we didn't have to go
Yeah, I
too
need
far.
to start figuring out how to use my other skills.
You get some really, like, what are they called? Offering skills?
Ooh, large mana flask.
Yeah, offerings are things that let you buff up your, they're basically buffs for your minions. Hey, here it is.
It's not
Here's
just,
Kaduku.
summoning your minions and sit back. You can actually, like, actively buff them and command them to do things and stuff.
Huh.
Oh, haste aura.
Fate smiles with sharp teeth.
Penny is now level 10.
Hear that stuff.
My fans in OIF will barely recognize me.
Everyone's
Sorry
hitting
about
level
that.
10.
in the level 6 area.
Yeah, we're kind of clearing the maps when you really should just be running through them, but
I like clearing maps. Gives it a sense of finality.
Ooh. Oh. A cone helmet. Man, this helmet looks so fashionable. Oh wait. Okay, I'll be right with you. Just 1 sec. Just put on this new helmet.
It's a skull miasma.
Here I come.
I don't know why anyone would take the lightning damage one. That just seems like a recipe for disaster.
you could be very immune to lightning, or you could have a build that doesn't spend mana.
Oh yeah, you could just.
Oh, wait. This... Okay, I picked up a medium life flask. It says recovers 51 life over 6 seconds. But it also says instant recovery.
Yeah, it can
Yep.
be both.
What's instant recovery? That
The instant recovery is instant recovery. When you press it, it heals you the amount fully instantly. It can't change what it says the 6 seconds part.
Yeah,
okay.
they're normally
It's just kind of like etched into the item. I'm good to just walk away here.
Oh. Okay.
I'm good to lag here, apparently.
Uh-oh. Press F1 to get your network status.
I'm gonna take the reward here.
Okay, that was just a singular spike.
Cool.
I'm gonna keep going.
Alright.
Ah! I think I'm gonna have to start getting some defense.
You can get defense, you can also get movement skills are very good for helping you. Just getting away from enemies.
Frostblink is great because it leaves the chilling ground behind it too.
Approaches.
It does take a while to actually do the blink part, though. Most of the ones I've seen people use are like dash or flame dash or leap slam, because all those you move as soon as you press the button.
I got dash.
Yeah, that's pretty fast.
All right.
It's just that you only have the one charge.
I see.
That's the annoying thing about Frostblink. Whoosh.
When I'm ready,
Okay.
before.
Waypoint to the south.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Also, Frostblink, as opposed to dash, lets you like cross terrain.
Yeah.
Like little walls are like, oh no, I'm trapped up here. Whoosh. Iron Point!
Oh, these guys.
Used to be so jealous of his green arrow rain. There she is.
Oh. Oh. Okay, buddy.
Rick's just hanging out behind us, looting every chest. Picking up every item.
Not picking up every item. Picking up stuff I need based on what I learned from Diablo.
So is this strictly co-op or is there PvP?
There is PvP as well, but it is like a separate area. You have to like... You basically go to the arena to do PvP, and that's the only place.
That makes sense.
One.
I've never PvP'd in this.
Yeah, it's not fun.
Burn, then call such a place home.
Looks almost exactly like a Diablo dungeon.
Right.
Oh, then you'll love the boss we're gonna see here in a bit. It'll
right.
remind you a lot of the Butcher.
Fresh meat.
I feel like I should have played Diablo.
I mean, there's that remaster that came out.
Diablo I played.
It came out?
PlayStation.
Yeah. It was apparently not a terrible launch like the Warcraft 3 stuff was.
Wait, like a D2 remaster was. It came out.
Sorry, it was in alpha. It was in closed alpha and streamers were playing it. My apologies.
okay.
It is not out.
I was like, I heard that they were doing that. I just didn't hear that it didn't come out yet.
Oh, it's not on Steam. Okay.
What, the
Diablo.
D3? Yes, it's a Blizzard game. Why would it be on Steam?
I don't know. I'm not.
It's okay, Jonas.
Miller, I don't pay attention.
Don't worry, Jonas. We're not holding it against you. That's Stoker's job.
Well, he's not here, so we have to.
So you gotta pick up the slack.
I don't want to pick up the slack.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Miller,
I hope you
What?
enjoyed your brief string of victories.
Oh, I'm hurt. The trial master's called me do better than 3 rounds this time.
Totem of
Yeah,
Costly
that's-
Potency.
Okay.
If only someone had flammability.
Vengeance is cold indeed.
What do you mean? Flammability?
For the Totem of Costly Potency.
What does that do?
It deals damage to it buffs the enemies, but it makes them take damage in fire damage form. So if you flammability them, they'd be taking even more.
Its cold grip is
That'd be pretty good.
And thinking on it, I will have flammability at some point.
Still trying to learn all of these skills how to do this, but I'm trying to find something that AoE and fast and teleports at once.
Leaf Slam,
Yeah, Leaf Slam is pretty good actually.
Yeah, that sounds right away, Ali.
escalating.
I was gonna
damage.
say, did you see how much teleporting do you want? Because you could always play Flicker Strike.
Never, I
That's
don't
not
know.
exactly AoE though.
It
But
can
it's-
be. You
it's-
can melee
it's
splash
fast.
on it.
It's fast to make up for it.
Yes. It is also a very quick way to develop visual epilepsy.
I mean, really, you could just hold the button and just close your eyes.
Just hope and pray to God you don't land in something you don't like.
I mean, that's kind of what you need to do anyway.
Sounds right up my alley. Yeah, and then I die. Oh, finally, I survived.
Yes, I've played several Flicker Strike characters, and it is definitely the kind of thing where you're just like, I'm gonna hold down one button and maybe I win. I'm not gonna think at all.
I'm no beast of bird. Shut up. Pick up the loot for me.
Ooh, apocalyptic Caress gloves. Okay. Aha, amulet of strength.
I know I can get all this in here somehow. Just gotta Tetris my way.
He's
There
got
we
a
go.
Okay. Don't need this. Don't need this. All this white stuff. This.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's
Oh, wait. Can we start Trials of Ascendancy now, or do we have to come back for that?
No, you can start them now. We should probably do that while we're here.
Yeah.
Do that.
Yeah.
Oh, who dropped the Jeweler's Orb?
I don't remember. Oh, I actually found one.
I'm actually gonna go back to town for a split secundo. I don't think that's the right word for
Hey guys, portals.
rendering stuff.
Yep, we can take a portal back. Talk to Nessa real quick to give our quest in.
Yeah. Get
Is it
that.
choice that carries you here?
Okay, let's see what we got.
There's a fine line between
Melee splash support. That sounds good. Just what I'm looking
Okay.
for, actually.
Okay, what are prophecies?
All right, prophecies. You have to pay Navali a silver coin to get a prophecy. A prophecy says at some point something will happen. The prophecies can be very wildly what they do. Most of them are in some map you will encounter a plague of rats, and then when you go into that map, there's just hundreds of rats instead of normal enemies. That's one of the more like non-consequential ones, but some of them are like you will defeat this boss while holding this item, and it's the only way to upgrade that item is to get that prophecy, have a certain unique item, and then do the prophecy.
Okay.
They're like randomized side quests.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Okay.
Infernal Legion.
Also, I went and bought a stash tab for the guild stash. So if you have anything that you think is kind of powerful but you don't need, you can go ahead and dump it in there and see if somebody else will take it.
Is there like a stash for personal stash somewhere?
Yeah, it's just
They're
the one
right
that says
next to
stash.
Okay. That makes sense.
The
Also,
Duke.
Rick, you still haven't
Still haven't what?
accepted the guild invite.
I did not see a guild invite in there.
All right, hold on. Cancel guild invite. Friends, Penny Fenmore,
Guild.
invite to guild.
Oh yeah, I'm going
There we go.
Okay. Another guild.
Everyone gets to be an officer.
Officer GC.
Maxstone. Life tap.
I was gonna choose that, but I wanted
Where
this.
skills cost life instead of gain life damage. Jeez. Yeah, life damage. So it's like a just like a blood magic gem.
For which one?
Reforges
Life
a
tap.
side.
Oh yeah, so they used to have a thing called blood magic, which said instead of paying mana, you would pay life for a skill. They've separated that into one gem that deals with actual attacks and spells, and then a different gem that deals with like reserve spells.
Ah, okay.
So that one, when you spend enough life, you get life tap, and life tap just says you regenerate more life from your flasks. It's like 20 or 30% more.
Okay, when it says reforges the links between sockets on an item, what does that mean?
So do you see how some of your sockets on your items have little gold chains between them?
Yeah.
So the way this game works is that when you have a skill gem, you can add support gems to it by putting them in the same
Yeah,
item and making sure
I know
they're
that,
linked.
but the orb of fusing says reforges the links between sockets on an item. Does that like rearrange the sockets, or does that just switch the link from two linked sockets to the unlinked socket?
Nope, it rearranges them. It could give you more links, it could give you less links.
Okay.
If you have an item that already has all of its sockets linked together, it will tell you that you already have maximum links and you can't do it again. Yeah, you can also only do that on an item that's not equipped and has no gems in it.
Okay.
And then, yeah, if you try to use it again on that shield, it would say you already have the maximum number of links.
So it doesn't reposition any links. So these two blues can't be linked together.
The blues are linked together. It's transitive.
Oh, okay. So that means I can put Raging Spirit and minion damage support right there.
So now if you hover over the spell gem, if you see how the other one lights up, that shows you that they are linked now.
Okay.
Because there are some things where it's just like this, support gem only affects spells that hit, and you try to put it on a certain spell, and it turns out that spell doesn't technically hit.
The chromatic
So,
orb
like-
says reforges the color of socket on an item. You can't pick which socket it is, I'm guessing.
Correct. It's completely random.
Okay.
The only thing about it is the int, strength, and dexterity requirements for an item determine what sort of colors it's weighted towards. So if you have an item that's very heavy in int, it's much more likely to roll blues than any other color.
Whispering Essence of Woe upgrades a normal item to a rare one with guaranteed properties restricted to level 35 and below. I don't know.
Alright.
Sure, let's do that.
Yep, you got a free rare. Now your chest plate is redded out. That means that you don't meet the stat requirements for it.
Okay, I'm dumb and I left all my portal scrolls in my stash, so if you want to lay one down so they can get back here.
Okay, there you go.
Jeweler's Orb reforges a number of sockets on an item.
There you go. There's 4 of them.
Oh, I meant so that one of you could. When I said lay down, I meant open a portal.
Yeah, I figured that's what you meant, but anyway, there you go.
Thank you.
Support gem, which I do not have enough room for, so I'll just hold on to that. And I will put that into my stash till later. Okay.
If you have support gems that you will want to use eventually but can't use yet, and you have a free socket somewhere else in
He
your
doesn't.
gear,
He doesn't have enough blue sockets.
okay.
All right. So
Well, if he had, if he equipped in his second weapon set, a spare thing.
Oh yeah, there is a second weapon set.
Yeah, you can press X, switch your weapons. All right, so there's an extra mechanic to this game called the Ascendancies. Do not stand on the spikes. Or the labyrinth and the trials. They are trap-filled areas that allow you to. Basically, once you do the whole mechanic for them, you get to spec into your subclass. What that's going to entail is we have to do 3 of these little rooms. We have to find the 3 of these rooms throughout the different acts, complete them without dying, and then do a labyrinth, which is like a whole level based on these kind of like traps and stuff.
Yeah, each of these is teaching us how a trap works, and then. Oop.
Oh, cheesy.
I didn't mean to step on that. Ouch.
Ow.
I know you didn't. Nobody intends to.
Ah.
Oh.
It's the gross.
You want to,
was
if
not-
you do get caught on that, like, you might want to immediately use a life flask.
Yeah.
Alright, so now go up here, click on your Trial of Ascendancy plaque, and then head back out.
You want to go through and do that.
You can do it,
I-
Rick.
I don't know what I'm doing here though.
So,
Did you click on the big plaque thing and a portal showed up?
No.
Green portal?
no, he died and had to go back to town.
See, I don't know what I'm doing. There's like, okay, there's this bronze monograph here in the corner. I click on it, and nothing happens.
It gives you some lore about why you're doing this.
Okay, and then what?
So we need to go through here. You need to dodge the spikes as they come around.
So what was it going around this part right here for?
So there's a lever that they hit that only one person needs to hit.
Okay.
Yeah, where I'm standing right now, there was a door here, and we had to open it up first by going all the way around.
Okay.
It's that glowing lever over there.
Yeah, we pulled the switch for you, so you just gotta do the rest of your stuff with spikes. It's good.
And then you want to like just time your movements.
Yeah, I can do this. I've done this on Mario plenty of times. I just got
I was gonna say,
messed up.
if you can play like Mario levels, then you could do this kind of stuff.
Yeah. It's just tricky at first because of the clicking, and I was like,
And then there's this big plaque up here.
Okay, what's this portal right here?
Click on. Don't click on it.
Click on the plaque first. You need to get the unlock, and then you can teleport back out.
Then the portal's just to send you back here as an easy way to exit that area.
Okay.
There we go. All right, first trial complete.
Where were we? Oh, over here.
Yep. And if you come northwest from that room, we'll go to the next part.
The upper prison.
Hey, y'all don't mind if I drop out tonight, do you?
No, you have to stay here, Jonas. You're not allowed
You're
to
fine,
leave.
Jonas.
Go get some more coffee if you need it.
Yeah, I think I do, possibly. But hope you have a good game, and I will actually like go through the how many hours is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. The 7 hours or so. 7 hours or so of tutorial.
Again, like those last 6 episodes are like the super late game stuff and how to do it efficiently. They're not how to play the game.
Right. But yeah, anyway, I will eventually join. Done.
No problem.
All right, have a good one.
You too, Jonas.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. All right, now he's gone. No, I'm not going to read like that.
Yeah, that's only funny when they're still here.
Yeah, what are you thinking, Miller? We need Jones to be part of them.
Oh, there's a squirrel.
It's true. Man, I don't know why I'm so mean.
We ran into Mr. Frosty Bones yet.
I don't. Oh, I think I killed him earlier. Right before we started doing the trial.
Ooh.
Blacksmith's whetstone. I don't know what that is, but it's yellowish.
It will increase the quality of a weapon by 1%. Weapons can go up to 20% quality, in which case they will have 20% better damage.
Ah, Sawbones. I like how they do have some, like, standard mini-boss type things.
Mm-hmm.
He's like the Iron Grim in this
So
one.
you got, like, landmark enemies.
Man, remember how hard
Oh.
Iron Grim was?
Done. And now you're all leaving. Okay.
You're just basically a very tanky zombie, and once he bit you, you were dead.
Up. This way. They're mostly just following Miller.
Yeah. Again, like, I don't even know how these maps are, like, recorded in memory, but I just know. I've been through them so many times.
Ooh, blood on the floor. How ominous. What could this mean?
It means we get to meet one of the best characters in the game.
I hate her
Warden's
so much.
quarters?
What? I love Piety. She's so great.
I hate her.
She's so horny.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'm not saying she's not. I still hate her.
Ignorance brought you here, sister. To the one place where your
When the fan service is the only reason you like a person.
I do like how they have different dialogue for the characters.
Yes, she will always refer to you by your class, and so for every character you play, she has different lines.
She's got like the whole like, oh, Templar for me, and then she like hits on the duelist.
Yeah, she hits on the duelist hard.
This guy's get up there.
She also has a fascination with the ranger.
Where am I going? What am I doing? Where is Game Grover?
I'm trying to find you guys, but it says you're on the same map as me, but you're way up.
Yeah, you went up and I saw you way over on a different part of the map.
Yeah, it's because
Oh, there we go. Okay, I see it.
Just because you click on a door doesn't mean you necessarily go to a different thing. For example, I can still see you three on my map, even though you went to the Warden's Chambers. You just kind of skip over a bit, but you're still on the same map.
Yeah.
It's a way for them to kind of get away with having different areas, but also shorter loading times.
Yeah.
The one downside to having a 5 or 6 person party is not being able to tell what the hell is going on.
Oh, it's more fun that way.
Which is
like
part of the
Smash
reason
Brothers.
why I'm running the holy totem thing, so I could just put down my totem and be like, it homes in on things. I don't have to think or aim.
Anything here that I want?
Alright, GC, did you get credit for that kill?
It said the prisoner is now open. I don't know if I got credit for that kill.
Okay, yeah, does it say find the exit from the prison?
Yeah.
Okay, yep, you're good. You just need to find your way here.
I still can't believe I lost you guys.
Good
There you go.
Malachi. And his voice. Yeah, shut on.
Alright, give me a second.
I'm like Sean Connery, except a little bit more sinister.
I'm like Sean Connery, except I'm from New Zealand instead of London.
Basically.
Alright, everyone's here.
And guess what we can get now?
What? Wait, what can we get now?
Auras!
Oh! Did they give us our first auras at this level? I don't remember.
Yeah,
Prisoner's Gate.
I tried making Oromancers all the time early on. And yeah, I know that Brutus is where you start getting them.
Yep. So once you get out of Prisoner's Gate, you can take the portal back to Lion's Eye Watch.
Okay,
and pick up your first.
Can I rearrange my skills? How do I do that?
Yep. You just click on the slots, left click on them, and it'll make a menu for you to select what you want to do.
Right.
So one thing I do is I usually have left click is move only. I don't have any attack bound to it. That way, if I want to move, it won't assume I'm trying to attack.
It said that you could just press shift to not move when you're attacking.
Yes, but I also don't need like 13 keys to cast all my abilities, so I'm fine with having one dedicated to move.
Same, because I'm going to pick up the totem thing where I myself can't even do damage, so there's no point to me having an auto attack.
Yep.
Oh, Rick, you get some fun stuff.
What?
Summon Skellimans.
Yay!
And
That's
also
more
body
minions.
swap. You have body swap, which is like
Oh man, body swap's
explosion
great.
and a teleport.
Yeah, you just trade places with a corpse and cause an explosion at both ends.
yeah, the necromancer's favorite thing to do. Play with the dead bodies.
Oh yeah, this is also the movement skill selection. You've got leap slam, shield charge, flame dash, and lightning warp.
You know what I'm going for?
I don't actually.
Find
You're going for
another
leap
way to
slam?
the forest.
I'm going leaf slam.
Alright, northwest.
Okay, here it comes.
Oh, you guys are moving. Should catch up.
Yep, Piety sealed the way behind her, so now we gotta go around.
I hope
There.
you've enjoyed.
Okay, let's see here. Prisoner's Gate. Here I come.
Any clones?
Need a better Quicksilver potion.
Yeah.
Night's madness.
They don't necessarily get better. Aside from the health and mana potions, the other like utility potions don't really level up.
Well, I'm assuming a better Quicksilver flask will give you more doses before it recharges or something.
Not. You can get a magic one that has some modifiers that do that, but you don't get like a better one. There's not like Quicksilver Flask level 2 or something.
Okay.
So what auras are you guys running?
I'm running Precision. I'm giving everyone crit chance.
Why am I not in the
I will-
ultimatum anymore?
I'm in the Leap Slam.
Well, fine, I'll leave.
Oh, did you walk outside of the circle?
I don't think I did. I thought you couldn't.
No, you can walk outside and it'll kick you out. It's like it can be a last-ditch effort if you really don't want to die.
I need more mana.
If you'd rather just fail without death.
Okay, then I will be running both Vitality and Clarity.
Hides in every corner.
Oh my god, there's no cast time on auras anymore. Thank god.
Nope.
Oh, anyway. Amber Amulet.
Ooh.
Plus 4 life gain on kill, plus 2 life gain for each enemy hit by your attacks.
Oh, you're too fast.
Do you see the name of my character?
No,
Guess
because it's
what-
moving off of my screen too fast.
You can see the party list on the left.
But that doesn't make the joke work.
Yes, I decided I wanted to go for a move speed build. So this build is trying to go as fast as possible.
Does anything actually scale with move speed?
Yes. There's a thing that I think gives you agility based on your move speed. And you can turn that into projectile damage.
Anyway.
But also just go fast. Go fast is good.
Oh, what's this? Oh boy.
It's a Vol thing. We don't have to do it. I don't think.
No, they're fun. I just forgot that they were in this.
Yep. They're nice if you know you want to get a Vol skill, and so you try to farm them to
Go
get
this
it.
direction.
But they're not that rewarding to just
They should-
do
they should-
every time you see them.
I should make a Vol Summon Holy Relic.
There's a lot more Vol skills now.
There we go.
Go, go Vol Haste.
The Burning Menace. Okay.
Oh,
Give everyone
Bus.
super speed.
bossy bus.
Fire Dog.
Hot Dog.
Mr. Arcanine.
When I'm ready, and not before.
Okay,
To the ship graveyard.
okay. You've been playing this game a long time,
To be dining well.
Me, yes.
like from like early release stuff.
I think I started playing around 2015. I definitely picked it up once 3.0 came out and they did the 10x. That's when the game actually got really good.
Okay, do you remember if there was like another beach right after this one that was like dark reddish?
Maybe?
Because I have that memory in my mind, but I'm having trouble like whenever I look online to actually find information on that. It's like, did I just imagine that, or if that wasn't really a part of the game?
I don't know. It might have been like a unique map or something. I know there are several unique beach-themed maps. Ooh, a regret. Oh wait, sorry. Regret. Not as good as Regal's. That's what I thought it was.
Do we have to find what's his name before we can get the thing?
No, we can just pick it up first and then go find him.
Okay.
Which is a great part of this game. All the quests where you talk to somebody, they say, go get me thing, and then you can bring it back to them. You can just go get the thing first and then go talk to them for the first time, and it always works. It doesn't like wait for you to talk to them before it spawns the item or something.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
But yeah, it's very important when partying with Miller to have your move skill ready to go.
Look, man. You kill enough things quickly enough, you can just have your Quicksilver up at all times.
I'm not even running that. I
Yeah.
picked the wrong one at the start.
Yeah, sorry. Back to the ship graveyard, guys.
Okay.
Ooh. Yes, please.
Okay.
Life
So
Flask that gives immunity to freeze. Oh, Rogue Exile.
Jonas. I thought he was going to bed.
Did he? Oh. Oh, Jonas, how could you?
Lightning descends.
Alright, we just gotta survive. We don't need to really kill anything.
This leap comes in really handy right now. Nice.
Cooldowns take 5 times longer to... do we even have cooldowns besides our move skills?
For your build, you might not.
Swiftly.
Those are some big hairy apes. Ooh.
Yep.
Okay.
Always strikes twice.
No.
Come on.
No.
Just survive, DC. Run, you don't need to fight them.
I'm not trying
Stay
to fight.
kind of close to me in my life regen.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I turned off life gen on this guy. Ah. Oh, okay.
Alright, smaller arena.
And find pain.
Everything is covered in lightning.
Yeah, I was afraid that.
So every single damage type in this game has a sort of secondary effect to it as well. Fire, you get burned, so you take a damage over time. Cold damage, you get frozen, so you get stunned. Lightning's effect is you get shocked, which means you just take more damage from everything else. Which kind of sucks.
Vengeance is cold indeed.
That's how most people end up, like, quote-unquote instantly dying, is because they were actually shocked, and then they got hit by one big attack. And that was enough to just deplete their entire health pool.
the fruits of your luck and your skill. We shall meet again.
Who got the chaos? I got the chaos. Haha. So if there was ever a golden standard in this game of currency, it would be the chaos orb. Everything is priced in chaos in this game.
Light of Divinity.
Why did I pick these up? I think I just accidentally clicked
That's
those.
a skill now.
Okay, here I am.
Yes, my totem. Tank her.
I need to find some leech. Oh,
Alright. You need to come over here and pick up the... Click on the dead slave girl and pick up the all flame. Is the sentence I just said.
You just make a ton of flaming skulls.
Recognize myself.
Just feels overpowered. They don't even cost that much mana to summon.
No. It's a good skill.
I have to admit, the leap I thought was fantastic. It's actually pretty slow.
Yeah, you need faster attacks support on it. Is a huge boon.
I wonder if the sword speed buff I'm getting soon will do anything for that. Actually, here it is right now. Sword dance. Nice. Nice. Finally.
I'll flame.
Sword.
I have a skill point available. More minion damage. Okay.
Hmm.
When in doubt, more minions.
Yep. Alright. So now we need to go find, what's his name? Fairgraves, that's it.
I believe he's normally more toward the entrance to
Random
this area.
chance must dictate you win occasionally.
Multiple losses. I touched shameful, he says to me. Yes, I get it. I'm the one that dies.
Return to the ring? Is there another one
Oh
somewhere?
yeah, yeah, somebody hit begin, I think,
Ah, shoot.
before you were inside.
I didn't see the ring anywhere.
No, you're far behind us.
People keep rushing ahead.
Yeah, I have literally no idea what any of these maps look like at all, so...
Neither do I. I'm just trying to follow everybody. Limited arena?
Get limited arena or miasma.
Stray too far and find pain.
I find it silly I have to dance around everything. I can't survive. Finally, I slayed some.
Ooh.
Oh my god, those gloves are awesome. I want those.
Oh yeah?
Gloves. Are they different for each person?
Yeah, every single person is looking at different items.
Oh, are you guys... Did anyone else get a unique?
Nope.
Yes. Prim Sorrel.
Grim Sorrow. Is that the convert to frost damage one?
I think it is.
No.
That's one of the ones that you can upgrade if you find the prophecy for it.
Ah.
No, GC.
No Harim Sorrow for you.
Ah.
I got the hat of the person we haven't met yet.
Oh, that is.
Full
What
damage
is the
attack.
item? Sorry, what
Fairgrace Tricorn.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cannot be shocked.
Calm stands before
Ugh.
us.
There's fair grace.
Okay. Chatty.
Frankly, I was stuck. My
Man.
please understand that as a gentleman of honor,
Oh no, he's betrayed us.
greatly to do this.
Who could have saw this coming?
Times call for
If anybody's watching my stream right now, they're watching my global chat go absolutely insane.
circumstances with us. You'll go precisely that way.
Can't believe we just dunked on this old man.
No half measures, thank you.
Don't worry, he'll be back.
The man limerick.
No one's ever really gone.
Miller,
man-
spoilers.
Man Limericks is now mad. He's gonna plot his revenge.
I'm sure everyone here, like, either didn't know that and were super invested, or
Yes, I'm sure they were super invested in knowing what happened to the poor old Fairgraves.
We just met like half a second before we killed him.
Yeah, his health bar turned red, therefore I killed him. I don't know, it's not much more than that.
it's that good old meme where it's like, I don't know who I am or why I'm here. All I know is I must kill.
Okay, what?
Sunken
Still
Shrine
haven't
of
gone
Venom.
to the forest.
No, that's like Act 2.
When I'm
Yeah,
ready.
we're
That
going. We have to go
question did say
way
get to
long way
Act
around.
2.
Okay.
We're almost there though. We have 2 more caves to go through, and then we fight the Act 1 boss, and then we get to the forest.
That's
a,
gonna be fun.
a quest that I have has to do with Lion's Eye Watch. Are we anywhere near that?
That's the town. We can go back if we want.
Okay.
I think there's a portal right in waypoint right in the cavern of Wrath start.
Yeah. So if we want to go to the next area, and then we can take the static waypoint there to go back.
Okay.
yes.
Where'd everybody go anyway?
Southwest.
Very much south.
Oh, there you go. There's one person.
Is there an ore that increases the power of leech?
There you are.
What do you mean?
Because I'm looking for some leech abilities.
To make your leech more powerful, or to give you leech?
Both actually.
Well, if you go into your passive skill tree, you can just there's a search bar where you can just search leech.
Okay.
Okay. Sleep check. Ooh, let's see what we got here. Earth Shatterer. Slam the ground, setting one out rectangular fissures that deal area
Oh yeah,
damage.
here we go.
Oh.
Cavern
shatters
of Waypoint. Okay.
Get skill point and a gem.
I like how the town music here is very much like
If you must
early
take your
Diablo. Like specifically the fields outside of the first town. Billboard.
Seems pretty
What
good.
do we have here?
Let's see. Shadow.
Scorching. Care about any of these things. Ah.
This one.
Alright, I'm gonna go for sweep then. Okay.
Got a weird carpet area. Should I go in?
Volatile dead. There's your corpse explosion. And there's your offering skills.
Okay, here I come.
Does anybody have a red support gem that they're not using?
Not at the moment, no.
I have some empty sockets I want to use, and I don't think I have any red support gems.
Oh, that's beautiful. I like that. Sweep. That is really awesome. I'm keeping this. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get rid of that slam. I thought it was pretty good. Dash is better.
Take care.
So I want to do
I think that's the one.
Burning Arrow, added fire damage. Elite? And then Siege Ballista. Lesser multiple projectiles. Maim.
Sure, go with that.
Alright.
No, that's not the one. Damn it.
Yeah, this is feeling a lot better now.
I need this the other way around. Siege Bliss needs to be my single target.
Oh, is it its center?
What little help I can offer is yours. While we live, we are blessed. Goodbye.
Fairgraves was a good man.
She's gonna hit back for 1 second.
Item requirements, one more dexterity required for what?
Yeah, it means that you currently the items you have equipped are going to require one more dexterity. So if you deallocate or allocate in the way you have right now, you're going to be short, and it won't allow you to equip certain gems or items.
Thought that was good enough. What a...
Oh, nice. Yeah, there's skill. Okay. Finally.
Whatever,
20
I don't need that one right now.
plus 2. Finally,
Oh,
200.
Rick, I got a gem for you.
Oh, it's
Gotta-
Wave of Conviction. Okay.
I got a Vol Detonate Dead.
Oh, wow. 200 accuracy on my sword?
Yeah, swords are the you don't miss weapon.
Mm-hmm.
So Frederick said he put stuff in the guild bank for you guys if you need it.
Yeah, Muse the Dreamer. This game is very fun to play. It's interesting to play with a group. I've not actually done this before. I've always played solo.
Oh, it's actually much faster now. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, the double slash is good too. Nice. Now I just gotta make sure I don't get squashed.
I got ballistas.
Someone's being a ballista boy.
I got ballistas to help with my single target damage.
Oh, I didn't know they existed in this game.
I have a holy relic taking up the spare slot. Because why not?
Why not?
I don't even have attack bound, but whatever.
Actually, while we're waiting, I want to check out the leech abilities. That's a good thing I gotta start doing.
Summon skeleton.
What level is multiple totems? 38. Alright, you get it in Act 4. Cool. Let's just forget about that for a little while.
Alright. What's going on, Rick?
Oh, geez, I just passed on my skill trees a
Just
tree.
swapping some things out.
Okay.
When I picked up Val Pact earlier, I didn't realize that right next to it is the leech tree. Vitality Void. I need that.
That's also summon skeletons.
It's a level 2 summon skeletons, though. So, it's only like 10 minutes of killing stuff for level 1 to level 2, but it's some.
Stay sharp out there.
Where were we?
Mirville's Cavern. Alright, I got one more thing to complicate your build even more.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Here's a Vol Detonate Den.
So Vol skills work a little different.
But they are typically strictly better than their non-Vol versions. Because they just give you like a second, more powerful version of the spell in addition to the normal spell.
This says that it is corrupted.
Yep. So corrupted items cannot be crafted onto.
Okay.
Any item can become corrupted by, hundreds of different means. But basically what that means is whatever the item is locked in. You cannot do anything to improve its quality or to change it in any way.
Okay.
Okay.
So now you'll notice you have a thing in your hotbar for Vol Detonate Dead. So you have the regular Detonate Dead skill that you can put somewhere on your hotbar if you want to, and that works just the same as anything else. But now, as you kill things, you will gather souls, and that will charge up your Vol Detonate Dead. Once you have enough souls, you can use the ability. It's almost like an ultimate ability, and it's a much more powerful version of it.
Okay.
For regular Detonate Dead, only detonates one corpse one time. Vol Detonate Dead keeps detonating corpses until it has run out of corpses it can find.
Okay, so that's like the maxed out version of the corpse bomb from Diablo 2.
Yeah. I'm gonna say yes because I have no idea what we're talking about. I never played Diablo 2.
Basically, every time you kill someone, you blow them up for extreme damage. Oh, wrong way.
When I'm ready, a lot before.
Ooh, another one.
Pride, chapter. Choking vapors seek the living.
Okay, I like my skelly mans. Skelly mans.
I'm a
Skelly
spinning.
mans. Skelly mans.
Cold indeed.
I'll just here spin my sword like a nut.
It's not bad.
Spinning hurricane. Oh shoot! Nope. It's working. It's working.
Begets hate.
Nice.
Plasma spreads. Thus, the vagaries of
Much better.
Yay.
Fine.
Let's see what else is here.
Okay. Ooh, chain gloves. I could use those. Ooh, belt 2. I can use that too.
Does that wand do anything for you? Rick, +1 all chaos gems.
Oh. I think this is an immediate upgrade to what I have.
Who got superior blink arrow? I didn't pick it up. Was there a superior blink arrow?
I don't recall.
I did not get it.
Oh.
Oh, one of the Siren's daughters. And she's dead.
Double strike is doing much better now.
And you're dead.
Loving it.
Alright. Moving right along.
Okay.
Oh, Rick picked it up? Yeah, he did. I see it.
Too much clutter.
It's fine. I don't want to use it anyway. I like dash. I think dash is probably what this character will end up using for the rest of its lifetime. Just put some extra charges on it and we'll be good to go.
Flame dash for me because I'm a fire boy.
Fire boy.
Oh yeah, if we're gonna be playing together a lot, might want to run just elemental weakness instead of flammability.
Yep,
That
do
whole
something like
curse limit. The dumbest
that.
thing.
That was one thing I thought about
hate
if we were gonna.
so much.
One thing I
It's
thought
so
about
annoying.
if we were gonna play together, I was considering making an aura bot character where the character literally does not do any fighting themselves. They just have auras on them to help everyone else.
I don't know if that would be necessary because people tend to run at least one aura themselves anyway. But definitely, like, maybe a curse bot would be nice because then we could have, like, a whole bunch of those as opposed to just one kind of okay one.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, a
Okay,
treasure
maybe.
chest.
It's
who
trapped.
blew it up?
They're all traps.
Okay, got some leech. Measly 0.4% leech.
That's
Random
good enough.
projectiles.
Oh, that's gonna hurt me.
Follies turn against you.
My arrows just go in random directions now.
Yeah, but this is really funny for my my totem. It's going everywhere.
The storm approaches.
Oh yes, this is survival. Okay.
The storm comes swiftly.
That's a big snake.
Big snake, big Saki.
Thunder and lightning about.
I'm just pressing out my potions at this point.
You just spam your potions. You're killing so many things that you'll get the charges back quick enough.
Side must touch wool gloves? Okay, I could go for that.
Vengeance is cold indeed.
Oh, no. This is
Lightning everywhere. Find like one safe spot. Just stick there.
Trying to throw out more purifying flame things to give some more regen.
The spinning sword's actually pushing him away too, that's good. Ah, finally.
Yay!
Superior decoy totem. Something I'm never going to use because I can only have so many totems out.
Sadimus touch wool gloves. 5% increased quality of items found. 80%, 18 plus maximum energy shield. 1 to 13 lightning damage to attacks, and 8 fire damage to attacks. Okay.
Ooh, someone got a gem cutter's prism.
However, my current gloves are better. So, anybody want these? I'll drop them.
Oh. Need to shuffle my skills around.
Oh, they're right ahead of me already. Okay.
Alright, skill point. Yeah.
Getting the hang of not dying. Yay.
Mm-hmm.
That's a pretty important skill.
Well, like you guys said, me, Lee, it's a dangerous job.
Ball detonate dead, regular detonate dead.
Hey, money.
I'm gonna preemptively drop this.
There.
Just in case.
I think if you die, though, you wake up just outside her lair. I don't think you go back to town.
That may be true.
If you say respawn at checkpoint, I think you're just, like, out here, outside the boss room again.
Someone mentioned blink arrows earlier. Frederick said he has them.
No, Rick picked up one.
Oh.
I don't want it.
Okay.
I am full on my inventory. I need to go back to town, but I don't think I have. I might have one.
Well, I have a portal.
Oh, I
up
do have a
here
portal scroll.
already. Oh. Well, then.
Let's do that real quick.
What little help I can offer is yours.
Boosh.
Oh, also, have you been leveling up your gems, Rick?
Yes.
Okay. Goodie.
You can see them there at the bottom of your inventory above your skills are.
Be well.
Got a little totem. Heals everybody.
He's got a little totem.
Yeah. Which, I mean, I guess there's also rejuvenation totem, but this one's sparkly.
Hmm.
And actually has a unique totem, like, design.
Take Ray's portal back
Okay,
so you can get to.
Level up. Those.
So this boss fight's kind of hectic.
Yep.
In phase 2 in particular. So, ow.
Frederick said he wanted the arrows. Okay. Okay. Nerves left.
Alright, first phase down.
We killed her!
Well,
Oh
we
no!
killed her facade. We are victorious!
The
Oh,
giant
no!
woman is dead. Now we just have the tentacle monster.
This is Freeze in second form.
Here we
Oh,
go.
that was actually kind of easy compared to, like, the ultimatums.
Yep, I think we're a little over leveled, but it's fine.
A little.
And now we're in Act 2. Yay!
And the waypoint.
Yep,
Yay.
bingo waypoint. I think let's get to the next town, and then we can probably call it.
Yeah.
Just at the end of this area.
It's nice to see there's still some life in this twitching corpse of a
I
continent.
find that every time we play this game, it's always like 2 hours before the act is over.
Full wither.
Love that.
Were you playing with her?
Yeah, the last character I made was a Chaos Dot Trickster.
Nice.
So, Bane plus Despair plus Malevolence plus Withers spell totems.
The whole shebang.
Just do that fun thing where
Forest
you make
encampment.
enemies you make enemies take so much increased dot damage where it's like, why is this even a dot?
Yep.
Okay, so I finally got my loadout that I wanted so far. I gotta get some. I'm gonna have to get some better orders though.
Bruised.
Sees.
Hunt to feed my people.
Alright, so where the
Going
first act was very linear, we started in Lion's Eye, we moved our way towards Mariel's Cavern.
And so
This one is a lot more wide open. It's literally a branching tree. We can go either way, north or south, and each of those branches well into a bunch of different places.
Yes.
I am
Open the black past. Hunt down the great white beast.
Be well.
Still dealing with the bandits. Oh, that's gonna be fun. I always go for the extra skill points, but
Oh, was somebody looking for a support gem earlier? I got a chance to bleed.
No, that's fine.
Okay. I'm actually gonna put them in my stash. Actually, I don't need those right now.
Better to be over than under? I disagree. I would rather be under leveled most of the time in this game. It's all about that XP gains.
Apparently, I'm starting to notice too. When we're in the party, we don't get faster experience, just better loot.
Yeah, I think I think
it's
that's just our
partially-
speed.
I think it's partially offset by like maybe people like going out of the range of the EXP gain, or is it just the entire area now?
That's a good question. I actually don't know if you have to be on screen.
You have to be on screen.
So that sounds right.
Yeah, when we're in this area, it shows right above our names how much we're gaining. But it doesn't say experience goes up. It just says the rarity goes up.
Mm-hmm.
And the monsters get tougher. So we get better loot when we're together. Ooh.
If we dream big,
More shiny.
Court scepters. That's right.
All right.
Stay true to you.
We want to keep going, or
We still have a couple minutes. We could like do one more quest thing.
all right, then let's go fight the white beast. That's one we can do pretty quickly.
Okay.
We're gonna exit out the northeast side of town.
Smoky or whatever.
The
next
old
time.
fields.
Yep.
Your luck will run
When I'm
out
ready
soon,
and not
challenger.
before.
There we come. And there you
We
go.
got an ultimatum over here.
Lightning descends.
Venom Gyre.
Night's madness strains away all hope. The storm comes swiftly. Lightning always strikes twice.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh
A lot
god.
of
Frederick,
circles that started on me.
GC.
Yeah, I'm okay. That's a lot of lightning.
That's a lot of damage.
Feel death coiling around.
I'm taking terrible, terrible damage.
Impressive, challenger.
Wow.
Bing bang bong bang bing bang bong.
Oh, ringmail boots. They look nice.
What is this?
What is this? Gold rim.
Storm call.
Ooh, Gold Rib is a very good leveling helmet.
32% to all elemental resistances.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Hey, GC.
Yes. Ooh. I could see. Gold rim leather count. Whoa, yes, I could really use that. Thanks, man.
It's not court scepter. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, definitely putting all my gems on this one.
Level up.
Only bad thing is I can't use any gems on it, but that's okay. Nothing. I can fix that later. Finally,
Okay.
you spellcasters.
Found the white beast's den.
Oh, my sweep's off. Get back down there, you sweeper. Whoosh.
The den.
The den.
Come
The
on.
Den of
click on it.
Thieves.
The Den of White Beast.
Yeah.
And a hell of a lot of spiders.
Oh, if you think it's a lot of spiders now,
Yeah,
are you gonna like the
know-
latter part of this level?
I know what happens to the west. At least these ones aren't noisy.
A great white beast.
So many court scepters. Ah. Hey, the white beast is dead.
Oh, that happened.
Sometimes it takes me like 10 minutes to find it. Because that area is huge and has secret stuff in it.
I'm just gonna head back and turn that question.
What do you get from that one?
You get your choice of 1 of 4 belts or 1 of 3 flasks. You get a life, a mana, or a quicksilver flask. And I don't have a magic quicksilver flask, so I'm gonna take that.
The white beast spirit.
That's not bad.
Guess we can't teleport that way. Forest encampment. Okay. Gems.
Stay true to you.
Oh my. Okay. Quicksilver flask. Ooh.
I need to identify.
A belt for 34 strength?
Yes.
I'll pass. I like the quicksilver. flasks. Okay, let's see. Identify yourself.
Be kind if you can.
So.
I like how the strength tower shields end up just being doors a lot of the time.
But where else are you gonna get a shield in the sand? From the door. Okay, I'm just gonna stash my stuff. One sec. Get this stuff like.
Okay, now it's midnight.
Yes. Alrighty.
Well, thanks everyone for coming out again, watching us, having fun times.
Good stuff.
Watching all the mayhem, all the bloodbath and everything, Diablo style.
All the effects everywhere.
Yeah, you can't tell what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously, I could barely tell what's going on. I needed basically Miller to do all the color commentary for me.
We've all pretty much agreed on that. Also, I died so many times. It was funny.
There's a bit of a learning curve to it.
Mm-hmm.
It was awesome though. I enjoyed it.
There's a bit of a learning curve, and then you get to maps, and it's just like a learning abyssal depth. You have to climb up.
I remember starting maps, and that was about the point where I stopped playing the game for a while.
Mm.
So, yeah. So we'll see y'all.
You'll love it now because they made it even more complex in the last year with the Conquerors update. Oh god, it's so complex now.
You need water, Apollo? Apollo needs water.
He needs his water.
All right. You're going to go get your watering can and water your Apollo.
Yes.
And we're all going to head off to bed.
Yep.
Feed him the blood of your enemies in this game, Rick.
I don't know if
Night,
that's FDA approved.
No, probably not. Good night, everybody.
Night
Have a
all.
good night.
Sleep well.
Good night.
Or else.
Read house vets.
Be at house beds.